Checking in here live, checking in live Thursday, February 19th, 9:51 a.m. here in the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. That's Central Standard Time, taking a live look at S&P 500 futures, ticker symbol ES. And I've had a little action today, $925 on the board. We're looking at a live aggressive move. So what I would have said if we weren't watching it real time is if we go to the old line chart, this one, once we get towards this into under 65 in this range, probably 65 all the way down to 56 or so, I'd be looking for another long position there, which could be happening before our very eyes, or it will likely happen again today. So that is a quick on this particular looking live on the S&P 500 futures. Be looking for this thing to continue to travel down. It may not make it down there again. Typically it repeats a pattern unless it's a trend day. So that's what we're watching for on the S&P 500 futures. So it went on down to 75. Just under VWAP. Talking out loud. Okay, what else? In general, I'm getting still Shawshanked by my current silver position. What is the math on this son of a gun here? 67,250, 67,250 plus 43,500 plus 68,850 minus 4,046. I'm only down $175,554. Hello on that position, but way better than it was just a couple days ago. I was down 255,000. So we're still looking for a beautiful bounce in silver. And last round was phenomenal. I think even in the last video where I left off, I was at $521,000 for the year, and we are still in January. Well, we've trimmed a big portion of that off. So we look at year to date. Instead of being up 521, I'm currently up 324. Can I complain about that? No. But would I rather be at 521? Yes. So we're looking for all this to come back and then some. I'll be looking at 250 would be like if I'm up 250,000 on these positions, I'll start to trim. Possibly depends on what the charts are looking like, what the sentiment is sounding like and feeling like. But that's the idea on the silver. I'm not nervous because I have plenty of time on these contracts, but obviously it'd be way more preferred if it worked out right away because that's what happened last time. But it's just, it's just not possible. So recent trades, it's been a while. I was in Marco Island for a while. Wonderful time. Although the first 2 days we were there, it was in the low 40s and it felt like mid 30s. What? That's the coldest I've ever been down there. But it quickly shaped up, turned out to be a beautiful trip. We've got another trip. We're going to go towards the end of March to Ventura, California, spend some time out there, check on some wines, and we're going to be right across, not even across the street. We're going to be about 100 feet away from the beach, so that'll be a good time. So I haven't traded a bunch since the last time we talked, but I did end up taking my very first L of the year, so that's pretty good. Aside from, you mean all this L? Yeah, well, I haven't taken that L yet, and I don't plan on it. Okay, are we going to make our way down to 60 now? Are we bouncing again here? We'll see. Live looking. So that's what's going on. So I got today's trade on the board in case I don't take any more trades. Yesterday, no, I didn't do any yesterday. Day before was a nice day, 32.37. After that $2,500 loss, I did have a couple of really good trades while in Marco Island, which resulted in over $10,000 on those two trades. So we're still just trying to learn how to trade the S&P 500 futures and still very bullish gold and silver likely throughout 2026, maybe 2027. Watching the ES chart, it's just making some big bars up and down. Pretty interesting. Let's take a look again. Yeah, look at those. So where are we at now? 68.79. It's just, with a positive trade on the board, I don't need to risk it for the biscuit. But like I said, I'd be interested again once if we bounce or if we retrace to 65 and below, I'll be looking closely there. But it feels to me like we're going back to 6,900 and above today. So that's my 2 cents. Bitcoin, still nothing. Still nothing. In fact, I told my buddy on this day, so that would have been Sunday, February 8th, we need to take that 72,630 out, and it has not even come close since. Not that it's dropped a lot, but it's still just meandering around, just not very confident in Bitcoin at the moment. GLD currently at 460. This is gold futures daily. Yellow line is the 10-day simple moving average. So it's been holding its own through here. I'd love for this to be some flag action to the north side, because silver will then for sure be following. Spot silver currently 78.42, and I've been buying a lot of gold and silver physical lately. SLV at 71.06. This is AGQ. I haven't been in an AGQ trade since the last one I showed you. There's our bands. Here's my silver futures chart that I've been tracking for a long time, which has been pretty fun because we're heading back and above all-time highs. It's just, I don't know when. I keep checking my magic 8-ball and it's not giving me anything. So, healthy looking bar down after what we get up to 79. Hey, we breached 79. I'd love to see it close above 79 today. 2-minute chart, of course, is going to look aggressive. But if you were just to give this an eyeball test, it has a bullish stance to it. We looked at ES back up to 85. So it is, see this 76 has been holding up real well, 75, 76. So I may not get another trade today, or the next move could be big red bar. Big red bar, like the big red dog. Was that a show? Wasn't there a dog that was red? I remember the girls at Disney and some big puppet was singing and dancing for us. Clifford, isn't that it? Clifford, the big red dog? Or I'm making it up. Gold to silver ratio. Look at how low it got into the 43s. I'm still looking for 30. Still looking for 30. That's going to happen this year. Copper, been following that because I've been spending some money on copper as well. Another big green bar going up on the ES, currently at 87, 68, 87. Crude, I have that private partnership I got involved in at the end of last year. So I should be seeing some dividends from them, probably April. And I'll keep you posted on that. And the dollar, for gold and silver, we want this dollar to start retreating again. So that will likely happen again soon. So that is the update, my friend. Thanks for, see that green bar back on up after this red bar down. Big red bar down, big green bar up. So something's brewing here. Something's brewing, but it still feels like a bullish day to me, even though S&P futures down. Just a few points though. So if I were to guess, it'd be 6,900 next before, what was the low? Before 57. That'd be the guess based on price action. But I'd be very interested in that 60 to 56 support zone that it was only wicked. Sometimes those wicks can be an indicator of danger, where we revisit that. But I prefer to look at the solid bars. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video and this channel with a lovable friend, and I'll see you in the next video.